Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, yeah. Happy Tuesday. Woohoo. Grab a cup of whatever you like. I'm actually drinking water because I had my coffee already. I should call it Water with Caroline. That would be lovely. It's not quite as catchy. We're going to chit chat this morning about some of the spiritual reasons why your body might not be fully healing. If you have not seen any of my other videos, if you've not heard me talk, I've been saying this stuff for years. And as I learn and grow, because I invest in my own education and I learn and I grow, this work that I'm teaching deepens even more. So the last 3 weeks, I have been, in fact, the whole month of September, I've been talking about some of the physical reasons, the emotional reasons, the mental reasons why your body might not be fully healing. Whatever ails you, I don't care what it is. And so today I'm sort of wrapping up this series with some of the spiritual reasons. I'm saving this for last because I don't know, because here's the thing. As a spiritual person, person who's open, and I know the word spiritual, people aren't really liking that word anymore, the spiritual community, yada, yada, but I'm just going to use it. Use whatever word you like, okay? I don't really like new age. I think it has some weird connotations, so I just say spiritual. Most people that I work with are spiritually inclined, and they love this topic because we are often fascinated with the spiritual. And sometimes we just want to work on the spiritual stuff. And it is my belief and my understanding with these things that you really do need to look at the other aspects. You have this human body, okay? So you've got physical things to do and shift and change in order to heal. You've got your mind and all of your emotions and your past traumas, big, small, real, or perceived. They are part of the process, okay, of healing. So yes, the spiritual reasons are also very important, but they're all very important. And if you just focus on any one of them, yeah, you might see some success, you might feel better, blah, blah, blah. But are you truly healing the root cause that manifested this physical condition in the first place? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be. I don't diagnose. I work with energy, and everything's energy. So as with all of my videos, I always set the intention, I'll set it with you now here together, that the information that comes through me is for those who resonate with it. If it doesn't resonate, no worries. Keep on scrolling, okay? I'm not for everyone. If you don't believe what I believe, that's totally fine, okay? I don't care, actually. Whatever you believe is your business, right? I ask you to be open to perhaps what information might come through, but if you're like, this chick's full of crap, keep on scrolling, because that's cool. It's fine. I'm not for you. Right on. If it resonates, that's also cool. I'm just speaking up. I'm speaking my truth from where I am at this point in my life, okay? I'm gonna set the intention that everything that comes through me today is divinely guided for your highest and best good. Highest and best good does not mean what we want to hear necessarily. And so let's get into it. Today's one will probably be a little shorter than the other ones, but we'll see, okay? So, you need to remember, I'm looking at my notes. One thing that's important to remember is that you're not a body with a soul. You're actually a soul that has come down from the heavens, source, and come into this body, okay? If I've already lost you, keep scrolling. And you're having a human experience at this time on this planet where you are. So much, sometimes we feel as if there's just no meaning to any of it, when it is my view. Again, these are my views, my experiences, my teachings, my learnings. So just want to make that super clear. But I believe that we as souls choose what we want to learn. I believe the whole purpose of this life and all lives is to learn and grow our soul. Our soul is here to learn and grow and expand. And we choose all the things, okay? I also believe that we have had many different lifetimes. Now, there's a whole bunch of people say, oh, it's a timeline, it's all dimensions, it's all happening at the same time. I'm not going to get into that side of things. I believe that we have all been here before. I believe we've been on other planets. Earth is not the only planet, y'all, okay? So there's other galaxies and dimensions and all the things. But we are on Earth right now. And because we are here now, we have to contend with things like physical bodies, the denseness, the heavy energy that kind of is planet Earth, all right? So your soul in a body having a human experience, your soul has made all kinds of plans. Your soul just is up there or wherever your soul is before it incarnates and gets born, and you're just writing out, oh, wouldn't it be fun to learn this? Wouldn't it be fun to learn that? Oh, I'm going to do this. And then you come into this body, you're born, and you forget everything. And you're like, oh shit, what was I thinking? But anyways, okay, so here's the thing. So I said we've lived many lifetimes before. Your soul goes from body to body to body. Good morning, Melissa. Happy birthday to you. Saw that it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. Your soul goes from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, body to body to body, incarnation to incarnation, and your soul is male, female, every color of the rainbow, every continent, every planet, everywhere. Okay, your soul is here to grow and learn. Okay, you're not going to be the same kind of person lifetime after lifetime unless you've got some very specific lessons and contracts that you wrote and in order to learn and grow, and you just aren't learning your lessons. And so what you can do is if you have a lifetime where you've got some lessons that you chose, okay, you choose them, y'all. All right. I do not believe that anything happens by happenstance. Like, oh, it just happens. There is always a choice point. We just forget. We forget that we made the choice. And sometimes we don't want to look at that. Like we don't want to be empowered. Sometimes we come and forget sometimes because life can be really challenging and hard, but I digress. If you have a trauma or a past experience or a lesson in another lifetime that you did not heal, you didn't work through it, you didn't heal it, you didn't release it, you can sometimes, not always, it's always up to your soul. So you die in that lifetime, you go back wherever you are, and you can choose to come into another lifetime, and you still want to work on those things. You want to heal those things. Your soul is like, out of that lifetime, maybe that lifetime was horrible, and you're like, okay, no, I'm going to do it this lifetime. And so if you think of it, you can think of a suitcase, and you're just bringing all of this junk from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime because there's something still there for you to learn, because your soul wants to learn and grow, okay? Just because this is probably an unpopular opinion, but just because you have something that you want to do in this lifetime, you can absolutely live this whole lifetime and not actually do it, because you have free will choice. You're in this body. So you can choose not to do any of your stuff that you contracted for. You can choose to do that, and people do, and there's no judgment there, because in the grand scheme of all that is, this lifetime is a drop in the ocean. I had a t-shirt made once that said, oh, what did it say? Don't worry, it's only this life after all. And that can feel really triggering for some people if this lifetime right now is sucky, sucky, suck, suck. But it does sometimes widen the perspective of this is really but a drop in the ocean of your soul's evolution and experience. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, so that's a little background. So as far as some of the spiritual reasons, so, you know, you can be, and I kind of lump spiritual with energy. Some people separate it. My teacher like separates it. I've always lumped it together. So when I think of spiritual stuff, I think of things like chakras, energy bodies. I think of energy bodies. I think of your aura. What else? Meridian lines. Those are all energetic. And you can absolutely hold on to different traumas, different emotions, even beliefs can get lodged in your physical body, your DNA. You can do DNA activations. Those I consider like spiritual reasons. So if you've never had your DNA activated and restructured, there could be something there for you to help unlock, you know, health and healing patterns. Your chakras, they are your energy centers. There's 7 main ones in your body. You got a bunch up here. You got some below. In fact, there's like, I don't know, over 200 or something minor ones all throughout your body. Your meridian lines are like your energy lines, like the energy highways that run up and down your body on both sides. You've got energy bodies, you've got different, and they're all different, and I'm not going to bore you with all of that. And it goes all the way out to like your auric field, so that it's sort of, that is the energetic barrier that holds your energy in, you know, so my energy, your energy. A lot of times you can have cords and hook, and these are energetic cords, energetic hooks. I've heard them called seals on your DNA, tags on your DNA. You can have holes and rips and tears in your auric field. Your chakras can be all mucked up. They can be running the other way. They can, you know, not be running at all. They can be really wide. They can be really small. These are all things that, as an energy worker, healer, channel, those are the things, some of the things I look at, because if you're in, everything is energy, everything has frequency. So if your energy is wonky donkey, but you're eating the best possible grass-fed, organic, you know, whatever food made by the fairies, okay, but your energy's off, then eating that great food isn't really going to help you. You have to look at all the things. So you want to know, why are my chakras blocked? And you need to understand, why am I holding energy here? Why is this emotion here? Where did it come from? And what do I need to understand in order to release it? What do I need to bring in order to upgrade and optimize it? Because here's the thing about, and this is simple, but not, okay? Here's the thing about energy, is that everything has a frequency and vibration. And if you've got, and there's absolutely no blame or shame if you are struggling with a physical issue. That is not what I'm talking about. But you can't heal what you aren't like connecting the dots with, okay? So this hopefully will give you a little way to kind of look at it, is if you've got some physical issue that you're working with, struggling with, have lived with, it's just been, these symptoms are horrible. There's something within you that is a vibrational match for that particular thing. Disharmony, dis-ease, okay? When you work on all the areas, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the energy and the spiritual, you ultimately are raising your vibration. So it's kind of like a law of attraction thing. If your vibration's up here and that physical ailment is down here, you're not a vibrational match for it anymore. So it falls away. Your body is healed, okay? But as long as you're doing and saying and being and your energy is a match for it, then you're gonna still struggle with it. So that can actually be a nice way to look at it, instead of like what did I do to attract this and getting into victim and all of that. You can say, oh, okay, I'm a vibrational match for it. What do I need to learn, undo, unstory, heal, release in order for my vibration to rise, and so I'm not a vibrational match? And the reason why people love spiritual work and energy healing is because it can be, everyone loves to receive healing. Everyone in my community, they love to receive the healing. But if you're not doing those other aspects, the physical work, the mental work, the emotional work, the spiritual healing, you're going to have to keep doing it, because it's not fully digging it in, and raising your vibration permanently. It might raise your vibration for a few minutes and you feel better, and isn't it wonderful? But then a few weeks later, you go back down. Okay, so it really is important to look at all the things. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here, but it is one of the areas that I find that the spiritual people that I work with, the spiritual women that I work with, they want to just do the energy healing and they don't want to do the other things. And you got to do it all. And you're a powerful creator and you chose it. So there you go. Okay. So another kind of spiritual reason is, a lot of us in the spiritual community, we are empathic, which means and it's almost worn in this community like a badge of honor, but I'm just so empathic. I just feel everyone's things, and I'm a psychic sponge, and that is a choice, and you do not have to be that way, and that might be unpopular, but if you are literally, you can't go out into Walmart or be around big crowds of people, that is a you problem. Whether or not you want to address it, that's totally your choice, but you do not have to take in everybody's stuff. That is a boundary issue, and there is work there for you to do. So, you can begin saying, well, why do I feel like why do I take on everybody's energy? Why am I allowing myself to take on everybody's energy? Now, you might be more sensitive than somebody else, but that doesn't have to be your excuse to never leave your house. Okay, there's other things to look at there. And I used to be the one that would be like, I can't go to Walmart. Oh, the energy. And sometimes even now I will go to Walmart. I don't like to go very often because I don't find it to be a very nice place. It feels like it's full of despair and sadness. But I do one of two things. I'll go in there with the intention of raising the vibration of every person I see at the Walmart. So I go in there and I'm just like, I'm spreading light. I do that. Sometimes I forget and I leave and I'm like, oh, I got some stuff on me, and I'll have to do a little cleanse. And that's just because I wasn't paying attention to my own energy and I let it get to the point where I just got some stuff on me. So, I mean, that's the thing. If you're sensitive, you've got to just have some really good spiritual hygiene practices in place. But you can absolutely, not use your empathy as an excuse, but really dig into why. And you can work on that. What else? I already talked about that. So another spiritual reason, or these are a couple of spiritual reasons, and you can actually do this in this lifetime as well, but you can make oaths and vows and contracts and pacts and agreements in another lifetime. that haven't been resolved in that lifetime, and you're carrying it over to this lifetime. So I have seen in doing some past life journeys with people is people will make an oath or a vow, maybe in another lifetime, they starve to death. And so at some point they make this vow, saying, I will never, not have enough food, or I'll never starve again. And so they can come into this lifetime and guess what? Struggle with releasing weight because they've made that vow. So, and that's just an example. There's a million different people make vows of poverty, vows of chastity, you know all the things, but it can also be contracts, oaths. You can make agreements with other people, and unless you are able to go back into that lifetime and kind of release those and heal those and release them, and then carry that healing forward, then you might, that is a good spiritual reason why you might be struggling. Your soul can make contracts before it comes down. Like in this lifetime, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to struggle with this. You can actually have in your contract or destiny, whatever you want to call it, to struggle with a health condition in order to learn and grow. This isn't punishment. There's no punishment here except the punishment we do to ourselves. Or that we allow to happen to us. But some people will make a health struggle, like you could contract to have cancer and learn and maybe heal from that cancer, and it's going to help your whole family, and you never know what the ripple effect of what you're going through will have out in the world. So that is something that you look at, that could be part of your soul mission, is to have this thing and heal it and then inspire other people. You see that all the time. So it is something to be mindful of. What else? Ancestral stuff. So this is something that I have recently been diving into and learning more about, and it's super fascinating. But you can literally carry the wounds of your ancestors, both maternal and paternal lineage, many generations back, and you might not know what that is. You might have a feeling, but unless you kind of get in and do some ancestral journeying and healing, you might not know that, but so that's why it's lumped into like a spiritual reason why you might not be fully healing. But we can carry wounds, and we could be quite unconscious about it. Like for instance, there can be sexual abuse energy in our lineage. And it could go back, grandmother, great-grandmother, your mother. They could have all had those experiences, and you might be carrying it forward. Now, you might not personally have had sexual trauma, but you could be carrying that energy. And energy can manifest in your body physically. So you're unconsciously like going about your life, and you're having issues. Maybe you're having reproductive issues, and it could be that you're carrying some of that energy. It could also be other things, okay? I find that it's usually like a combination of a bunch of different things. But it is something to look at and to clear and to heal. What else? I think I've said everything. So how do you heal? How do you heal spiritual reasons? How do you do it? So energy healing, energy work, whatever you want to call it. Working with someone who can move energy, working with different modalities. Those are awesome. Journeying. So you can do like past life journeys. You can do Akashic record journeys. You can do higher self journeys, ancestral lineage journeys. You can do all kinds of journeys to essentially go back and find the root cause and figure out, be a detective, be curious, as to what was going on, if like for a past life, like what was going on in that past life, what is the lesson, what needs to be healed and released, and do that work, and then bring that healing into this lifetime. Ancestral work is the same thing. You go back and you figure out, through your, good morning, Jolene, through your ancestral line, what energies you're holding on to and why, and understanding them, and then releasing them from your body, bringing in new energies, because the ultimately you're here to learn and grow and to raise your vibration. Hola. My camera went funky for a second. That's the goal. We're here to learn and grow. We're here to learn and grow. Yeah, and I'm here to have some fun as well. But ultimately, my soul is here to learn and grow. And that is why I choose this every day. I choose to learn and grow. I choose to be shown where I'm limiting myself. Healing never ends. And if that sounds exhausting, I'm really sorry. But it's true. And it's not that you're healing all the time 24/7, but you get to the point where you're living your life and you're going for your dreams and you're making the money and doing whatever you're doing and having families and having relationships and sharing the love and having that ripple effect. And then something happens and you have to stop and say, okay, what's going on? Maybe something physically pops up for you and it's time for you to go within and do your healing on all those different levels. And then you keep on keeping on. So it's not like it's like healing all the time. Maybe for some people, and maybe depending on where you are on your path, okay, that might be your path. But what I have found is if I can do a little bit of healing every day, then it's smoother. It's smoother. My life is smoother. If I set the intention that I'm going to be soul-led and that everything that I experience is for my highest and best good and my soul's growth, I am opening up the energy for the universe, for source, for God, for blah, everybody, to show me where I am in my own way. Because we're usually in our own way. We're in fear, we're in avoidance, those things. So that's how I do it. You might do it differently, and that's cool. I think that's it. This is actually, well, it was a little bit longer than I thought. So those were some of the spiritual reasons. Again, some, not all, right? I'm not claiming to mention every little thing, but these are some big ones that I see a lot. And again, if you're just hopping on now, it's not just about working with energy and the spiritual stuff. You have, if you want true lasting transformation in your body, your mind, and your soul, you got to work with the spiritual stuff. You got to work with the physical stuff, the real world actions. It is important, right? If you like, I'm spiritual, but then you don't breathe, you will die. Like you have these bodies. You got to drink water. You got to nourish your body. You got to move your body so that your lymphatic system doesn't get all mucked up. There are physical, real world things. The beliefs, the things that you say to yourself, the things that you're spewing on social media. If you're constantly complaining on social media, I get it. But if that's your constant, you're just constantly a keyboard warrior and you're just bleh, that is your vibration that you're putting out. That's your energy. So you need to look at that, or not. I'll never tell you what to do. Do what you want. But if you're suffering with some physical stuff, you have to. You got to look at the physical, the mental, the emotional. What emotions are you holding on to? What are trapped in your body, in your being, right? In your energy field, in your auric field, that you're not ready, willing, or able to look at. Those are the things you need to uncover with compassion, with love, with a curiosity, okay? I like to come at things from a curiosity standpoint, like, oh, that's really interesting, instead of, oh my God, you have this physical illness and you just suck. No, we don't need to be beating ourselves up anymore. We need to be compassionate, but also asking ourselves those hard questions that might make us feel a little uncomfortable or triggered. If you're getting triggered online or in your life, right on, because that is the universe showing you where you need to be looking, where you need to put that flashlight so that you can uncover what's going on. There's something unhealed there for you. So anytime you get triggered after the initial, like, I can't believe that happened, I can't believe they said that, take a step back and go, okay, all right, what's going on? Dang it. I thought I healed that. Darn it. I guess I didn't. And come at it with a sense of humor and lightness. We are so freaking serious all the time. Okay? Laughter, belly laughs are so awesome. They raise your vibration just as much as a good cry. Okay? It's a release. And just don't take yourself so seriously, because like I said at the beginning, it's only this life after all. So with that, I am going to leave you. And next week, so I kind of finished the series, if you will. I've done 4 lives. Next week, I'm going to start something new. I'm not sure yet what. So be on the lookout, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day.